Okay, so we're halfway through video 16. We're going to talk about hygiene. Now, we rocked up to this farm last minute, so they didn't have loads of time to prepare, but you can see how clean teats are here, generally how clean bedding is, how comfortable the calves are in the background. When we think about calf health, remember back to the very start, I was talking about a balancing act between the immune cells, immunity on one side, and the pathogens, the bugs, the viruses, the scour agents on the other. And hygiene is an important part of the calf health story because we spend a lot of focus on things that improve immunity, but how can we reduce the amount of infection pressure down, the amount of bugs or pathogens that calves are exposed to? Now, we're still working on farms, we've got to be practical, but there's a couple of key areas we need to think about. Calving pens, plenty straw. We'll come back to fresh air as well. Nature's free and effective disinfectant, but plenty straw, good drainage in calving pens. If we look at stomach tubes, navel hygiene, feeding equipment, dump buckets, that attention to detail is some of the critical areas, particularly when we look at colostrum and milk feeding, because it leaves, even milk leaves a slimy layer. If we don't clean effectively, we get the buildup of this biofilm, which we're going to talk about in other videos, which can lead to harboring a lot of the bugs that can cause problems. Particularly, I've done a lot of work across species now, and one bug I don't like seeing, and I'll be talking about testing for it in a while, is coliforms. When we get a proliferation of them, particularly in young calves with that immune developing digestive tract, we can see problems. So when we think about hygiene, it's really important. We want to drive down infection pressure. We know there's plenty sources of disease, but some of those key areas I mentioned previously, that attention to detail. We started with the 1% rule. Small changes over time, it really delivers. And unfortunately for cleaning, and hands up, I mightn't be the best calf rearer in the world, you need patience and a system. So really having it, making things easy to do, makes a habit formation a lot easier. So cleaning is a habit every calf rearing unit needs to focus in on.